Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Rose Suhal and you are watching Arakan Times English News. Today is 27th January 2024. Today's news headlines: more than 3 Rohingya died and many injured by the shell of military conflict. A tragic incident happened at refugee camp. A member of Arakan Rohingya army has been brutally beaten by its member in camp. More than 100 Rohingya died and many injured in the communal attack of terrorists and military council in Punyulek Rohingya village. A member of Arakan Rohingya army has been arrested by APBN. Details of the today's news. Myanmar junta forces fired heavy weaponry at Munafra Butidong at 6 p.m. on the last 23 January 2024, and it resulted 3 Rohingyas dead and 20 Rohingya injured in Arakan State, Myanmar. A resident of Munafra told to Arakan Times that Myanmar junta forces fired heavy artillery weaponry at Munafra in Butidong because terrorists entered the Rohingya village and they took ambushes in Rohingya village. And terrorists also tried to attack the camp of military council through Rohingya villages. He went to say further that Rohingya villagers of Munafra tried to stop terrorists' entry into the village, but they could not because terrorists were with full of ammunition and they threatened Rohingya. And terrorists threateningly told to the villagers that if you will stop us, we will kill or arrest you. So the villagers were afraid and they could not stop. And finally, the bombs and heavy weaponry were fired by the military council on the villagers, and it resulted 3 Rohingyas dead and 20 seriously injured. Another Rohingya villager also said that the attack followed the terrorists' entry into the village of Rohingya, and it resulted 3 Rohingyas dead and 20 seriously injured. In the mutual attack between terrorists and military junta forces in Arakan State, Myanmar, Rohingyas are being killed and injured, and Rohingyas are falsely accused, and also Rohingyas are tortured brutally by both terrorists and military junta forces. So Rohingyas from Arakan State are requesting to international communities to deeply see the recent circumstances of Arakan State, Myanmar, and to save them from the crossfiring of terrorists and military junta forces. A tragic incident happened at Rohingya refugee camp, and it was happened earlier 24 January 2024 in Camp 3 in Kutupalang Rohingya refugee camp, and it resulted 1 Rohingya refugee died and 1 more admitted at hospital for the treatment. A Rohingya refugee said that the 2 Rohingya volunteers were cleaning a tank at broad daylight and suddenly both of them fell into the tank and it sounded to the neighbors and neighbors went along and pulled out from the tank. But unfortunately, 1 Rohingya volunteer was dead and another was unconscious, and it was informed to NGO and it came along and took the unconscious Rohingya volunteer to Sadar hospital through ambulance. According to head responsible person of the whole Camp 3, there is a tank of waste in A block, sub-block A15 in Camp 3, and 2 Rohingya volunteers who work under Bragg NGO as daily labor came at the aforementioned location to wash and clean the tank, and they started washing and cleaning the tank of the waste at broad daylight. And suddenly both of them fell into the tank of waste, and one was died on the spot and the other was unconscious and sent to the nearby hospital of IOM. And later it referred to Sadar hospital after the basic treatment for higher treatments. Amongst the 2 volunteers, one is identified as Nurul Bashar from Camp 4 and he is dead on the spot, and the other one is still unidentified, but it is known that he is from Camp 3 and he is still unconscious, but he is under treatment at Sadar Hospital, Coxbazar. In a statement of United Nations High Commissioner and Refugee, UNHCR said that UNHCR and its partners are providing support to the families of the 2 victims during these difficult times. It also showed their condolence to the family and friends of the deceased Rohingya volunteer during the incident. One of the relatives of the injured Rohingya volunteer requested for prayers for the speedy recovery of the injured Rohingya volunteer. A member of Arakan Rohingya Army ARA, also known as Nabi Hussein Group, was brutally and inhumanly beaten by the members of Arakan Rohingya Army ARA in Rohingya refugee camp Coxbazar, Bangladesh. Nur Ahmad, a resident of Camp 9 Block C, sub-block C6 under of Riyas Madi, was brutally and inhumanly beaten by the member of Arakan Rohingya Army ARA, also known as Nabi Hussein Group, though he is also a member of ARA, said a resident of the camp. As per the victim, he is a member of ARA and he was brutally and inhumanly beaten by the member of ARA too. He was beaten brutally and inhumanly because he tried to stop the criminal activities committed or carried out by the member of ARA in camp. Especially he was beaten because he blocked the member of ARA from installing the lamppost solar panels which is provided by NGOs in camp for the refugees, and the members beaten him brutally and inhumanly. He also added that members of Arakan Rohingya Army ARA, also known as Nobi Hussein Group, are involved in various crimes like killing, kidnapping, human trafficking, and robbery substances. Circumstances of Rohingya refugee camp has been deteriorating day by day due to the criminals movements increasing, and Rohingya refugees are unable to live peacefully in camp too. So Rohingya refugees are requesting to international communities to stop the criminal activities by engaging with the high official of Bangladesh authorities in camp. More than 100 Rohingya died and over 100 Rohingya seriously injured in the communal fight of terrorists and military junta forces in Panyulek Rohingya village in Butidon Township, Arakan State. A resident of Panyulek said that terrorists entered at a school situated in Panyulek Rohingya village, and it was known by terrorist military council, and terrorist military council firstly shelled over them, and then terrorists retaliated against, and the attack became bigger, and it just only lost Rohingyas' lives and properties, and finally it resulted the Panyulek Rohingya village completely burned down to ashes. Another villager of Panyulek told to Arakan Times that terrorists entered into Rohingya villages forcefully, and terrorists started clashing from the Rohingya villages towards the junta forces. Then junta forces shelled into the Rohingya villages and killed dozens Rohingyas and injured hundreds. A source said that due to the heavy weaponry ammunition fired by the military council into Rohingya villages, more than 170 Rohingya died and many injured, and also Rohingya villages were burned down to ashes completely too. And the villagers were forced to relocate to the neighboring villages by terrorists and gathered all the Rohingya villagers at a location forcefully too. He also added that military council may bombard over the forcefully gathered Rohingya villagers at a location because terrorists are also existed with us. Rohingya communities from Arakan State are requesting to the Rohingya leaders and activists to stop the atrocities committed by terrorists against Rohingya in Arakan. And they are also requesting to Rohingya leaders and activists to save them from dying under the hands of terrorists and military council in Arakan State. The 8th FPPN of Camp 16 Sheffield arrested Rashidullah, a member of Arakan Rohingya Army ARA. The arrest took place 2 days ago in Sheffield Block A2, where Rashidullah was apprehended with a one-shooter gun, 3 rounds of bullets, and along with a sword. Rashidullah, 34 years old and the son of Ahmad Hussain and Nur Bahar, resides at house number 94, FCN number 226238, Block G12, Camp 15, Jamtali. Along with him, Muhammad Faisal, an Arabic student of Block A2, house number 279, FCN 231588, G10, Camp 15, Jamtali, was arbitrarily arrested while Faisal was going to attend the Arabic school in Block A2, Sheffield Camp 16. According to a Rohingya elder from Block G2, G12, Camp 15, Jamtali, the inclusion of Muhammad Faisal as a criminal is totally arbitrary. He is totally innocent. Due to the Arakan Rohingya Army ARA, both of Rohingya and Bangladeshi new generation are being destroyed. Therefore, the Rohingya refugees from Camp 15, 14, and 16 are requesting the Bangladesh government to take a proper action against the Arakan Rohingya Army, also known as Nobi Hussein Group. Thanks for watching the Arakan Times Daily Rohingya News.